I'm live. So, if you already know, I'm practically on the spectrum and dealing with mental illness. Sometimes, oh, there we go. That should not even be the bother, right? The bother, what we should be worried and thinking about is the description depicted in the title of the video, not being messy and cloud chasing. I mean, how am I supposed to garner up views when it seems like I'm just in a generation where it seems like that? Anyway, so I opened TikTok, right? And I remember back in high school, in specifically the fashion department of class, they did spread awareness. My teacher and my peers did spread awareness about breast cancer. And this is the month. It's October. We are just halfway into October, still spreading awareness about it. We have football players out there on the field, on the ground, still spreading awareness. I've seen a couple clips here and there on the internet where we see that they are spreading awareness about breast cancer. I just searched up on the internet. I mean, I didn't yet, but sometimes your algorithm will just present to you what it thinks you would be most interested in. I pull up the search bar right now on my app, and what happened? Well, I lost a little bit of connection because I don't have like the fastest, 5G or like I don't know which network. But practically it's about breast cancer awareness. It clicked like this, or like it just chimed this memory from back in high school when I remembered about the this month being awareness for breast cancer. I know that I'm probably like the kind of dude where people are like, um, she's acting overly tomboyish, or just, I don't know, just, it's not that. Okay, I'm just putting that in their, those words in their mouth right now, but just being a weirdo. At the same time, they still figured out a way to objectify me. And it's like, yeah, I actually have tits. It's breast awareness month. Um, I'm just wondering if there was like a prostate cancer awareness month as well. Would we care more about the human body? We should be thinking about wealth. Wait, we should be thinking about health in general. It's not cool to see people overworked, underpaid, and manipulated by their own authorities. Doesn't make sense. Well, to spread awareness, I might be a little too late, but I do have something pink right now. It's my earring. Um I'm sleepy. I would have gone out to get my steps in, but my mom gets mad at me for stepping out. But she's got a fruit though. It's just basic, getting slightly abused and tortured and manipulated a little bit due to narcissistic parenting. I try to spread awareness or light on certain issues, and I just get thrown off to the side and get treated like I'm too soft because I have this like playful, like this, yeah, this playful, um, I have this playful vibe to me. And then once you know that you're like in a narcissistic kind of treatment, next thing is you're going to get infantilized for knowing that. I didn't get my education just to sit there and be dumb, even though that was the whole point of school back home. It was like it was cool to be in that certain clique where you just had to act dumb. I mean, the whole W Korea event, it was like a flop. It was it literally did look like a flop. I wish my peers had taken life more seriously and remained educated in school. I never thought it was cool to be illiterate. I didn't think so, but I naturally did fit in with them because I'm an idiot, you know? Classical me. I remember when I was leaving my English class and Miss Cotton had repeated to me that she thought that I was a dimwit, which I felt like I did deserve because you're in a classroom and you're dealing with so many people and energies at once. That's just a classroom. I think I've probably given a couple of speeches outside of being in a classroom because Maybe I actually am built for public speaking. I'm actually not scared to publicly speak. There are different kinds of people. Some will thrive off knowing the fact that you've been abused in the past and then go on to further abuse you. Sometimes you would be aware of it and tolerate that abuse and dwell in that abusive relationship. And then later on have regrets about it in the future. Oh, I wish I would have been much more softer on myself, but it was too late. Or I wish I just didn't try to live life from a different person's perspective and remain in that trauma loop because I was too scared to be the first person in my family to break that cycle. To you, it seems like a joke when I say that my bloodline ends with me if I'm not going a certain kind of way. In fact, that bitch is already so mad to the point that she could agree with me on that fact. Who turned her that bitter? Regardless of how much I might hate my home, I still find myself feeling homesick, knowing that my own people would have treated me like a mental patient in an institution or an asylum. I know, right? Knowing that I am the bitch that I am, I can be as open and say that I actually am scared and I'm trying to speak out to people and be like, if you were in my shoes, would you be scared right now? can't always have it your own way, I'm the black sheep, so I was the first in my family to be how I was. I chose to be that way. It seemed like I was the kind of girl who would actually propose to my husband, which happens. It seemed like I would have been the one wearing the suit at the chapel, waiting up for my husband to come to me in a dress, in the wedding dress, and get married. I just had to be different. And they're treating me like all of a sudden I'm like Azealia Banks for that. You just can't deal with certain kinds of energies. The really dark ones take over the light energy. Dark energy takes over, conquers over light energy. And sometimes it's vice versa, where light energy takes over dark energy. I can't help but bring the yin and yang symbolism in play. And most of the time, I just pray that when I'm standing there, I'm not thinking about someone's man's dick. I'm just thinking about dick, period. And the fact that it's breast cancer awareness doesn't mean I have to actually, you know, take off my top to show you my tits. And they aren't perfect. Not everyone actually has perfect tits. Some do. There's so many kinds of breasts in the world. Not everyone is immature enough to face a certain topic like this. They